How's it? Today is Monday, October 31st. Happy Halloween. Um, I am going up, I guess, from last week in some instances, and I am also switching to officially going to Power Snatch plus Hang Snatches at 85 today. That was the goal. I ended up doing two of them pretty well. Last one I failed, and I did not want to reattempt. Um, Other than that, my snatch push press plus overhead squat plus snatch balance was up to 95 today. And I don't think it's going to get challenging for at least 2 more weeks. I could be wrong, but snatch push press, I think my best single for snatch push press is like 125, and then I think my best snatch balance is 130. So having those two things be so far away from this, I don't imagine myself struggling too much anytime soon. But I mean, that's kind of the goal, I think, overall. If I am preparing for a meet in December, today's the 31st, so I think the meet's second week of December, so there's like 6 weeks out ish. I'm not super sure if that's the correct day, but that will give me quite a bit of time to increase. If it's 3 kilos up each week, that's 18 kilos from here. And that will be a pretty sizable snatch push press plus overhead squat plus snatch balance overall. Of course, that's not at all what's going to happen. What's going to end up happening is I'm going to start to taper off at some point. But as it is now, I think this is actually a really good, really fun set of exercises to warm up with. I don't think too much about. I don't have to think too much about how everything is going. This is my first set here, so it's 95 again. The only issue that I really have is my hair sometimes gets in the way. But otherwise, everything goes pretty well here. So second set here, and then third set. Of course, I've been trying to do the 1+1 plus more than one. So that's like I usually do 1+1+3. I think at the beginning I might have done 1+1+5. I don't know. That was a while ago. This is, I think. So if I started at 80, so this is the 6th week. Is that right? That I've been doing this. I think, right? So if I started at 80, then it would go. That's week 1. 83, 86, 89, 92, 95. Yeah, this would be week 6. I was experiencing some issues with my right hand. It feels like there's like a nerve sometimes that gets a little pinched or a little smashed when my wrist is extended a little bit too much. I think that's wrist extension, where I'm holding the upright, like imagine my hands, like that. That's an extended position there. I think. Let's check this out. Um, yeah, afterwards, after the um, complex, I moved into my muscle snatches. Classic. At this point, it's the same weight every week. So 20, 30, 40, 50, 20, 30, 45, 50 for 5 sets total. I'm not doing that stuff where I try to make contact because I've demonstrated my inability to do so last week. Not good. Not good, not good, not good. Yeah, so wrist extension is correct. So with my wrist cocked back, that is wrist extension, and then kind of curling your wrist down would be wrist flexion. Just to circle back to my original point earlier. After these, I moved into my snatch push press. Sorry, that's not true. My power snatch plus my hang snatches. So I'm no longer trying to do a power snatch from the hang. So that is really, I think, helped my mental perception of what I should be doing, because when I'm like mentally preparing for Mondays, I am always um, dreading this portion of the session because I know that I can power snatch this pretty okay. I don't know if I can hang power snatch this. I and that's been it's been like this for last week, and then the week before that was a little less anxiety producing, but today for sure, had I tried to do 85 for hang powers, there's zero chance I would have been able to make one. A lot of these, it feels like I have so much space and it feels like I have so much time to get under the bar, and I am really happy that it does feel that way. For some time, I was struggling with getting the timing and positioning overall for snatches, so it feels good to know that um, I'm able to rep out this weight. So 85 is the first set here. Not quite power, but I do make the 3 hangs for sure here. It's a little bit, that one is a little bit swung out, so it got away from my chest. That one as well. I was still able to make it. And here's the last one. I was having a lot of issues with my neck starting to hurt a little bit. Because every time I catch it, it kind of pulls down on my shoulder. It didn't really go away. It went away, of course, when I stopped doing them. It's my second set. 85, that's a for sure power snatch. These right here. So that the way I am not supporting the weight on the way down. That's really kind of making the right side of my trap and my neck unhappy. But that's my second set, and then my third set, I think, is the highest power. But I missed the first hang snatch, and I was just like, you know what? I am not gonna even try again, so it's okay. Maybe that's not the highest power. Maybe the second one was. In any case, I feel this right here. A little bit too out front. I guess I'm a little bit too behind. If we're looking at how I look at it, like philosophically. The bar went pretty straight there, but I was just not in the position to catch it. So it is what it is. Next week I'll come back and do 88 and it'll be better. Or I think it'll be better. I hope it'll be better. Afterwards, I do my snatch high pulls. This is getting to a weight that is a little bit challenging. I'm trying my best to stay upright after the extension. So I continue pulling through at the top rather than a slight jolt and then pulling myself down, if that makes sense. So, like, there are 2 ways you can really get relative height on the bar. One is to get the bar higher. One is to get your body lower. You know, so like if you imagine if I deleted my legs and I look at positioning only from my waist up. If I lower my upper body, then relatively the bar is higher. And then of course if I get the bar higher, then the bar is higher. So I'm trying to do the first thing, where it's just pull as high as I can without dipping any amount down. And I don't know, if I was rating myself on a scale of 1 to 10, I probably do like a 6 on most of these. So not super great. Definitely some amount was done correctly, but not all of it. After that, I moved into my pause front squat, working up to 115 today. At this point in the session, I'm always just absolutely trashed. So I try my best just to get through it and not to complain as much as I always do. And I complain a lot. To anyone who's ever been around me, I want to apologize for that. But here's my first set at 115 for 3 threes. And typically on the last set, like I mentioned, for my complexes, I would push a little bit up. I don't think I did it last week because I was just absolutely gassed. So I don't want to risk pushing and then hurting myself and then being sad for something that I definitely was smart and responsible not to do. Here's my last set here. And then after that, I do some hanging leg raises for my abdominal work, my core work, and I call it a day. It's not too bad overall, I don't think. I'm pretty happy with the couple sets that I did end up doing for my power snatches, or well, the power snatch plus the hang snatch. And yeah, just another day of work in the books. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Shoots.